One of the major political focuses of this week has been the European People's Party summit in Zagreb. They are the biggest party in the European Parliament and the most powerful voice in the European Council, and Ursula von der Leyen, the President-elect of the European Commission, is also a member of that political grouping. Here on the brief from Brussels, we're taking a look at one of the biggest issues that's been dominating conversations in Zagreb, and that is accession talks for Western Balkan countries. My colleague, Euronews' Philip Syme, reports.
Donald Tusk has been elected president of the European People's Party. One of his main tasks, putting the ill-fated enlargement issue back on track. Accession talks with Albania and North Macedonia have been blocked by France, Denmark and the Netherlands. But at the EPP Congress in Zagreb, an emergency resolution was passed calling on the EU to reopen talks as soon as possible.
The way to go is to move forward with the enlargement. Here it is a matter of trust. Some countries were promised some things, and at the moment we did not deliver. And this is a matter of trust. So EPP gives trust to these countries, and I think can be the bridge between different or divergent opinions.
At a recent mini-summit of Balkan nations, leaders adopted a package of measures to promote growth and development in a bid to make the region more attractive for the EU.
Even now, while we are in the opposition, we announce a strong battle against the corruption, zero tolerance for corruption, because maybe this is the biggest issue within the former communist countries, because Macedonia was a part of the former Yugoslavia. And that period of transition is not such a quick. We need to accelerate the reforms.
Yet the main problem, corruption, remains. In their struggle for EU membership, the Western Balkans have one strong ally, though, the United States. Washington has criticised the EU Council's decision to stall negotiations.
Elsewhere, one of the major issues for the incoming European Commission is trade deals, specifically with Brexit on the horizon. The EU will have to renegotiate a trade deal with the United Kingdom if it does leave on January the 31st. But here on the brief from Brussels, we're going to take a look at one that was signed in the last mandate with Singapore.
And security policy.
The European Union's trade agreement with Singapore enters into force today. Singapore is the 20th smallest country in the world, but the EU's 14th largest trading partner. It's a major destination for European investment, and after Japan and Hong Kong, the third largest Asian investor in the EU. The Singapore deal comes in the wake of the EU-Vietnam agreement, which was signed in June this year. A further sign of EU attempts to boost its trade with Southeast Asia.
The signatories of the investment